And that's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
And action. What up? What up? It's your boys, Born Losers Pod, back at it again with technically week one. Technically week one, episode 2. We are here in the studio, ready to get rolling. How was your weekend, bro? How was the fantasy weekend? How was the football weekend? Tell me about yourself. We would talk. When we talked last, Buccaneers haven't played yet.
Buccaneers haven't played.
Cowboys
They
play.
barely won. It was a good game.
It was a good game. I thought it was
a good way to kick off the season.
It was definitely a good way to kick off the season. How'd you feel about the team? They still looked really good. I think AB's back.
The offense looked really good, and defense. If they could play the offense could play like that, I guess we don't really need them. So
True. The defense is.
if they could just do that in the playoffs, that's all that matters.
Yeah,
They didn't win our
exactly.
last year's first game, and they didn't win the division. So
Yeah. So yeah, this year's.
it doesn't matter if they win at all, as long as they make the playoffs, I guess. Because that offense is fucking good. Their running backs, I guess, couldn't hold the ball up, but they both fumbled, Fournette and Jones. But
Both of them fumbled. Yeah.
But I guess the other one was an interception. It wasn't a fumble, but it was.
And Brady had 2 interceptions.
No, yeah, but the Fournette wasn't a fumble because I guess it counted an interception, but that was Fournette's fault. The guy he bobbled that one pass.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's great.
Yeah.
But that was.
But
good.
they said that Fournette was going to be more involved in like the passing game this year.
Yeah.
So.
And
at least
Bernard didn't
they
really
haven't
get much
lied.
play, but he was hurt.
Is he hurt?
And he was hurt the week before. So.
That makes sense.
But as far as fantasy, I got my ass kicked in one league. It was a random ESPN league I joined, and this guy has 176, and he left Corey Davis and Deebo Samuel on his bench. This guy might be Matthew Berry.
Just a god.
Shout out Owen Steimel. Have you
Who does
watched
he
this,
fucking
brother?
Have.
Fucking everyone has Kyler Murray, Miles Sanders, Joe Mixon, Adam Thielen, Deontay Johnson, Travis Kelce, and Devontae Smith. And the lowest guy out of that was 14 points, so I had no chance.
Damn.
And then I have one game that I might win. The redraft league. Our redraft league, I ended up. Let's see how that go. I started J.D. McKissick. He did not go top 25. He got a 0.8. He didn't catch a single pass. But I didn't realize last second because I was hungover from the UNM game that Zach Moss was out.
I was gonna put it in the group chat.
So I had Singletary and didn't start him. So, but I still have a shot to win. I just need Lamar Jackson to have an okay night.
Okay.
So
That's not too bad.
yeah.
I actually did pretty good in Dynasty. As long as Mark Andrews and Baltimore don't have like a crazy night, I just need them to have less than 20 combined. I'll win that.
It's not that much.
I'll win that
but
league.
It should be alright.
Yeah, it's not a ton. 134, 115. So Raiders D, let's go, boys. In Survivor, I'm fucking I'm hanging on.
Waller gets like 30 tonight. I don't know how much it is exactly, but if
Waller goes off tonight, I'm the one who gets fucked.
Yeah, eliminated week 1.
Shout out Jerry Goodyear. His team fucking struggled hard, bro. He has Justin Tucker and Waller.
And how much are you up?
I'm up. Well, I still have Carlson, the kicker, tonight, so he could help me out.
I actually lost 2 leagues this week for sure.
Did
And
you?
then I won 3 for sure.
And then I'm in an
one
11-man league, bro.
Oh yeah.
Did I send you that? I sent you that shit yesterday. I was
don't
like,
know what the fuck that guy was.
bro,
thinking
I text my boy Bottles, and I was like, hey, bro, why the fuck is there 11 people in this league?
So
And he was like, oh, well, one of my homies just wanted to play, so I just added it. So we have a bye week. And, like, someone has a bye.
you gotta win.
I think so, yeah. You don't play anybody. I don't know if it's a win or not. I have no idea. It's weird, though. I don't really.
How many people make the playoffs?
I don't know.
9.
I get. Yeah, 9, an odd number. And then I'm going to beat Marcus as long as Darren Waller doesn't go off. But Waller needs like 35 to win, but it could definitely
If
happen.
anyone could do it,
If anybody
Waller.
could do it, it's Waller.
He's gonna be the guy that.
I hope he
Kelsey.
doesn't. I hope he fucking doesn't.
Or my boy Hawkinson.
Pissed.
Had a good
Hawkinson
game.
had a good day. You want to get into the breaks and busts, or what do we have next?
What other games did you like?
This week, we had a couple games that were pretty good. Chargers Washington game I thought was pretty good. The Bengals and Vikings game came down to overtime. I was so surprised, bro. I was so surprised with the Bengals. We went to Route 66 to make some bets before the game, and Nick was like, "I'm taking the Bengals," and I was like, "I'm fucking saying it way away from the Bengals. I'm not touching the Bengals." He took the Bengals, talked all kinds of shit. They won.
Joe Burrow didn't
whatever.
pass as much as expected.
Yeah.
Oh, Mixon, 29 carries.
Mixon, he
127
looked really
yards,
fucking
touchdown.
good. Yeah.
Chase, 101 yards. He finally fucking caught the ball.
Caught the ball. He had a big bomb over the top. That was they look really
T.
good.
Higgins. Boyd was the one that didn't do much. And I thought he was going to be good.
Boyd.
Yeah.
And then Cardinals look really fucking good. They smacked the Titans. And then that Chiefs Brown game was amazing. You watch it?
No, not really.
No,
I was kind of like,
it was back and forth, bro. It
Yeah.
was like the Browns went up like 20 at one point, I think, and then fucking you can't. Mahomes is always in the game.
yeah, I watched like bits and pieces of that game, but I didn't really watch that one.
It was a
all the way
good game.
through.
I was just watching it here and there because the Dolphin game was on. So Dolphins got the dub, baby.
I keep
17-16.
forgetting that this is a video now, and I have to keep looking at a camera. I'm just looking like we're recording this.
Yeah.
Without that.
Yeah. I try to look at you through the camera.
My boy fucking Jameis Winston,
Jameis
38
fucking Winston.
He's
Bro,
back.
5 touchdowns, but he had short yardage on every single one of them.
Yeah,
He only had like 158.
He had under 200 yards.
Yeah.
148 yards.
148 yards,
5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns. That's fucking. You can't. Come on. That's really good. Fucking. But
Callaway, I was
Bro.
expecting it to be better. He only had one
Packers.
catch.
What happened? They just fell apart, bro. That was really surprising. Also,
AJ Dillon,
Matt
fucking
Stafford.
outperformed Aaron Jones.
Matt Stafford and
He's real
McVay.
deal. MVP.
I was saying it before the season.
Jameis Winston and Matt
Stafford's gonna have a fucking
head-to-head
year.
for the MVP.
Stafford and McVay are gonna have a fucking season. My mom's a big Rams fan. I think we're actually gonna go watch the Rams and Cardinals game
That's
in
what,
Arizona. Yeah,
Antonio was texting me about.
yeah. You should go. Go with us. We'll do a live pod from there,
A live pod
from the game,
stadium.
from the stadium.
Oh shit, we would have to
No, yeah, it's a Monday night game.
tailgate. All right, we're live here from the
We're
tailgate.
live here for the fucking tailgate, and we're gonna do this one.
That one works.
Yeah, but let's get into this week's performers. So I have a top 5 performers of this week. Let me actually pull this up for you guys really quick.
Can't believe the guy. It's number 1. He had the most points this whole week in any position. I got him for a 3rd round pick in our dynasty, and we keep 8 players, so it's technically like an 11th round pick.
Oh,
Got Amari Cooper for the low.
Amari Cooper for the low. I took Amari Cooper in a couple leagues. I was very high on him. Amari Cooper, number 1 player in week 1, 38.9 points. He had 13 receptions, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns, 16 targets. So Dak was licking his fucking way. Tyreek Hill, normally at the top. Probably going to see this all season. I saw something that he has like the highest ceiling in fantasy football. Like, he can make big breakout plays anytime he touches the ball. 37.1 points, 11 receptions, 197 yards, 1 touchdown, 15 targets. Like we were saying earlier, Kyler Murray had a fucking crazy Madden game. He had 33.56 points, 21 of 32, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns. He did throw a pick, but he also ran for had 5 carries for 20 yards and a touchdown.
I saw one play of that when he was just running out. I think it was him. Like at the other games, I kind of was watching Red Zone and I kind of wasn't, but he rolled down and just threw the ball kind of like this, and he was like, "What the hell? That was ugly." And then it was like, "Oh well, that was a touchdown."
Yeah, bro.
And I was like, "What the hell did he just do?"
D-Hop in the back of the end zone,
Yeah,
that
that
was
shit was
disgusting,
crazy.
bro. And D-Hop, even that catch from him was.
What did he do running? Did he
It was five carries, 20 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Pat Mahomes, 33.28 points, 27 of 36, 337 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 carries, 18 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm honestly not surprised to see any of those people up there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not surprised at least in the top 4. Debo was surprising to me.
Yeah,
to
this
be
one
honest.
is like the rest, like Amari Cooper. I might not have said he was going to be the top guy, but you could say, hey, with how they're starting the season last year, I can see him being top.
Exactly.
But Debo, that one, like I knew he was supposed to be good. He's been talked about the last 2 years, but
Yeah.
he get 31 points.
So, Debo, 31.9, 9 receptions, 189 yards, 1 touchdown, 12 targets. So he's getting looked at. Jimmy G, looking at your boy. But I actually saw a stat on Pat Mahomes today when I was watching the Pat McAfee show. And it says that Mahomes is 11-0 in September since he started.
No interceptions.
No interceptions, 35 touchdowns.
Yeah, saw that.
Absolutely fucking insane numbers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how many. Yeah, he gets a bunch of touchdowns in February in 2021. Bunch. He gets a bunch there.
Relax.
He gets
Relax.
them all in February and he gets them all in September.
Relax. So you want to do this top quarterbacks? You want me to do them?
I'll go quarterbacks.
All right.
Kyler Murray, again, 33 points. Mahomes, again, 33. So we have 2 of the top 4 performers coming from quarterbacks. And then Jameis Winston had a big game, somehow just throwing touchdowns because he only had 148 yards, but he had 5 of them. But he had 6 carries, 37 yards. Jared Goff surprised me. But he threw the ball 50. He threw the ball almost 3 times as much as Jameis Winston.
Yeah, bro.
57 times.
57 fucking times.
But 338 yards.
He was they were trying to come back.
They almost did.
They were trying to come back.
I watched the end of that game.
Bro.
That game was crazy. I was like, no way.
That game was fucking crazy, dude.
And then
they covered. They covered the spread. We were like, what the fuck? We were at 66, and I was like, 9 points. I was like, fuck, 9.5 points. I was like, there's no fucking. I'm not even touching that game.
Yeah, I can't believe it's fucking Jared Goff is gonna come win some games.
Yeah, he's gonna be a fucking lion. MCDC over there, bro.
And then Jalen Hurts, he had a big game, but the last 4 games he played last year, he did real big things, at least fantasy wise. So he had 264 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then he ran the ball for 62 yards. Honorable mention, Thursday night game, Dak and Tom Brady. They both got 27 points. They both threw the ball 108 times.
108 times combined.
And he was like, what is that, 781 yards? Or 82 yards?
Yeah, 7.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
7 touchdowns, 3 picks in one game to start off the season.
That's a hell of a good opening game.
And then Matthew Stafford. I can see all these guys scoring this much consistently except Goff.
Yeah,
Matthew Stafford, 24. I can see him getting 300 yards, 3 touchdowns in a lot of games.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, I can see him doing that almost every close to every week. Dak. I can see Jalen Hurts doing it too because of his run aspect. But Goff's the only one that surprised me on this list. I was like,
yeah. We'll see how many times Goff gets in the top 5.
Yeah, I don't think
maybe we'll keep a tally.
We'll
Keep a tally and see how it is.
The big bust, Josh Allen. I had him in one league. Kind of disappointed me.
It's 17's not terrible, but it's not what everybody was hyping him up to be. The fucking he's gonna be the MVP front runner. He's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He should have went. If he was that guy, he should have went into.
And he didn't have shit for a while. It took him a while to get to that 17.
Yeah.
I was stressing all damn day.
Yeah, he should have been. I mean, I don't know. He still threw 50 fucking times. So either they weren't getting open or he was getting wrecked, bro.
In one of my leagues, the second quarterback was taken. It was like 4th round, and it was fucking Murray, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? He took Murray over Allen." And I go,
"It was Nick."
No. Oh no, did he do that to him?
Nick took Allen. No, took Allen over Murray.
Oh no, some
and he's fucking Mr. Cardinal.
Some guy that was like, remember Will? Will was the 5th pick, and he doesn't take Antonio Brown. He takes Julio Jones, and Antonio Brown has the best fantasy league season ever.
Dude, insane.
But no, some dude in this other league, he takes Kyler Murray, and I was like, what the fuck, over Josh Allen? So I scoop in and I get Josh Allen. Think I got a steal, and we've won so far. Look at that guy made the right pick. Matt Ryan. Not that you're expecting big things, but for him to only have 7.
Matt Ryan is usually a
164, at least consistent to get.
He's a consistent, he's a consistent fantasy football player.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't surprise me. He's gonna get back to.
I just
don't my notebook, but I did think I benched him last week. I didn't bring it last time, but I had him on my bust list. I hated him last year and he did good, but usually he's very inconsistent.
1.32 is
1.32 is
insane.
nuts.
Everybody was like, you drafted Aaron Rodgers this season to expect
Saban drafted him
the
second.
number one offense.
Remember that?
Because they were the number one offense last year. And that's what you kind of expected. And he goes out and throws a dud. 133 yards, 2 picks, and gets fucking pulled in the third quarter.
But Saban drafted him second quarterback in our sleeper league.
Save on, man.
Yeah, he's lost again, I think, this week. Starting off strong.
Let's get to the running backs. CMC, the number one overall player in fantasy football. 27.7 points, 21 carries, 98 yards. He didn't have any touchdowns, but he also had 9 receptions for 89 yards and 9 targets. So he's just a PPR god.
The crazy thing is, even if it's not PPR, fucker still scored a shit.
Fucker still scored a shit ton.
He's getting a touchdown.
I was like looking, I was like, fuck, CMC needs a touchdown. I'm like looking, because I have him in one league, and I'm like, oh, he fucking is chilling. If he would have scored 1 touchdown, he'd be the number one in the...
I can't believe Andrew and Mark passed on him. And I got
crazy, dude.
My boy Joe.
Joe Mixon, who I was not a fan of any Bengals coming into the season, but Joe Mixon might make me eat my words this year. So Joe Mixon, 25 points.
I think they might.
29 carries.
Make you eat your words.
Fuck him.
29
carries, 127 yards, 1 touchdown. He had 4 receptions, 23 yards on 4 targets. So he's being well used. And I am going to take a little bit of fucking hate down on the Bengals. They played very well against the Vikings this weekend. And then if we want to talk about a running back committee over here.
Fucking Lions.
Lions, running back committee.
You got
Jamal
the quarterback.
Williams.
You got 2 running backs.
2 running backs. Jamal Williams, 25 points, 9 carries, 54 yards, a touchdown, 8 receptions, 56 yards, and 9 targets. DeAndre Swift, pretty much the exact same stats. 24.4 points, 11 carries, 39 yards, no touchdowns, 8 receptions, 65 yard, and a touchdown on 11 targets. So I think you're good to start either one right now until they tell us anything different. It is week 1, guys, so make sure that you are still being smart with your starts and sits. Nick Chubb is a top 5 running back. He fucking looked really good. He was carrying people into the end zone. It's still a running back committee over there with him and Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt, I don't think makes the list over here at all, but I know he is very close. 22.1 points, 15 carries, 83 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had two receptions for 18 yards on 2 targets. And then we did have some honorable mentions. I didn't want to put Melvin Gordon in this one, so I added an extra. But Melvin Gordon's here. He had his one big long run of the day. It was like 70 yards, so that was most of his stats. But he had 20.8 points, 11 receptions, 101 yards, and a touchdown. 3 receptions, 17 yards on 3 targets. And then we have Dalvin Cook with 20.4 points. He had 20 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown. David Montgomery, 18.8 points, 16 carries, 108 yards, and 1 touchdown. And Alvin Kamara, 18.1 points, 20 carries, 83 yards, no touchdown, no rushing touchdowns, but he did have a receiving touchdown.
He didn't get more than 10 yards receiving, though. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
He only got the ball 3 times. I thought he'd catch the ball a little more.
Yeah, you would think, but I mean, the field position that they were in was like...
Yeah.
They were, yeah.
I guess
also,
set up that.
how do you feel about David Montgomery?
I've liked him on before.
I like David Montgomery, but after seeing
Williams
how they're
the
running in the red zone, like
Williams,
I feel like Justin Fields is gonna steal a lot of shit.
Yeah, he is, but if Montgomery's getting 15 carries,
oh yeah,
I like him.
Yeah, you can't beat 16, 20,
and
20
I don't
carries.
think Cohen's gonna come have a spot when he gets back on IR.
I'm still not huge on Melvin Gordon, but he played good enough to keep a starting role this week. Busts. There's a long list of running back busts. There's a lot of first round guys in this conversation. We got CEH, 10.2 points, 14 carries, 43 yards, no touchdowns, 3 receptions, 29 yards, 3 targets. James Robinson, 8.4 points, 5 carries, 25 yards.
He's the one.
That one.
He might be my biggest surprise on this list.
Well, I guess Urban Meyer just likes Carlos Hyde, so it doesn't matter what he plays his favorites. Najee, 5.9 points, 16 carries, 45 yards, 1 reception, 4 yards, 3 targets.
And he played
He
snap.
played every running back snap. So
And getting 16 carries, he doesn't worry me.
he doesn't worry.
Robinson.
Najee doesn't
didn't
worry
worry.
me.
Harris.
Zeke still doesn't worry me.
Zeke played the best run defense in the
Yeah,
league. And
Zeke doesn't worry me.
did have Martin.
Aaron Jones probably doesn't worry me.
The Packers are weird. They sometimes don't use
Saquon is getting. They're slowly putting. He didn't play a preseason game.
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta.
right. Can't really
I didn't
say.
expect much, but these are all first round guys in most leagues.
Yeah.
So most of you guys are like probably hurting this week if you drafted these guys in your first round. Hopefully you're able to grab one of these guys in the top, and then you're all right. But yeah, I wouldn't freak out too much on week 1. Like we said, week 1. It's not that. It's not. You're not gonna die.
Last year after week 1, we were ready to fucking chop Brandon Cooks in the
we're
throw
fucking
him away.
throw
Now,
him in the
drop
trash.
him, he's no good.
He's a fucking piece
and
of
then
shit.
week 3, it's like shit. Pick him back up if he's dead.
Yeah.
He's fucking solid. Start him every week. So week 1, sometimes there is time to worry, but in a lot of cases, it's not going to be time to worry. If you drafted him in the top few rounds, gotta give him a few weeks.
Yeah, you gotta give him a couple weeks.
Let's see. What do we got? Receivers now. We already talked Cooper, Hill, and Samuel. All big games. Thielen, though, not far behind. 30 points. He had 9 catches, 90 yards, and he had those 2 touchdowns. And he's always big on touchdowns. That's how he scores most of his points usually.
Yeah.
Corey Davis. Not that I want to say it's surprising because, they did talk him out a lot. But for him to get 2 touchdowns, score 26, be a top 5 receiver week 1 with the Jets.
And Zach Wilson didn't look that bad.
Yeah.
He all 3 of the rookie quarterbacks that played yesterday did not look that bad. I
have Corey in 1 league, and I'm glad I have him.
Yeah.
Because
I have Corey
think he could do this
I have
a lot.
Corey on the bench in 1 league. I didn't start him.
I think I have him
But yeah, he had a really good game. If you have him, you have a solid flex player right there for sure. If not, wide receiver 2.
Yeah,
Potential for sure.
And I have him as my wide receiver 4 in redraft, and he's literally my 4th best receiver. So, hey,
Yeah, exactly.
need him,
bro.
so I need my running
and there's
back.
gonna be
But I got Singletary, so hopefully it just can Moss.
well, there's gonna be people who are gonna start needing people. So, Corey Davis is a still, especially at the ADP, he was getting drafted super late.
Yeah.
So, very solid pickup. And Zach Wilson looks like he doesn't look at anybody else. He's chucking that bitch.
55% of target share.
Yeah, he's chucking that bitch to Corey Davis no matter what. So, I'll take it.
Got DeAndre Hopkins, 26-3. He had 6 catches. Where is it? 83 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he had that one crazy catch from that I was talking about earlier from him on his
that shit
rollout.
was super nice.
And then my boy Tyler Lockett.
Bro, I could pull up highlights if we wanted to. We're not there yet.
Yeah, we're supposed to. Okay, live on Twitch. Well, answer that question right there. We're also not live on Twitch.
Yeah,
either.
we'll go live on Twitch very soon.
So we're still slacking. But Tyler Lockett, he might have proved my point by him showing up on this list week 1 because I said that fucker's gonna get 50, 50, 50. Or I mean, not that. 53, 50, 33, 50.
No, that's a Tyler Lockett game.
So,
4 receptions, 100 yards, 2
I'm
touchdowns.
expecting
That is-
nothing at all from him next week.
That is a Tyler Lockett game, bro. He's
But
going.
he had 4
He's gonna
catches,
get
100
the.
even.
He's gonna get the long bombs. Russell's gonna fucking look deep, throw it to him.
Yeah.
And and he takes a lot of like shit off of DK's back, or DK takes it off him. But I like the Seattle's offense.
Sterling Shepard, he talks about, I think.
He
was
was my surprise.
This might be the first year he hasn't been drafted in fantasy in the last 4 years. I think I drafted him.
He's
the
a
last
number
4
1
years.
wide receiver.
He's always drafted.
He's the number 1 wide receiver in
But Golladay, I
at
still
the
think
Giants.
he was getting brought back from injury as well. But yeah, Shepard definitely got most of that target share, and I would definitely be picking him up.
And him and Daniel Jones already have like
I said,
yeah.
he's supposed to be this. We were supposed to see this last 3-4 years, and he finally showed up week 1. So
yeah. So
it's a big bust. We had Devontae Adams, but mostly because of Aaron Rodgers, I guess. I didn't really watch the game because it sucked. But Aaron Rodgers kind of had a shitty game, so Devontae Adams, he's gonna end up on our bust list. Only had 10 points, and wouldn't be bad for some people, but for Devontae Adams, you're taking him.
yeah, you're taking him. You're expecting
Top
16 to 20
And then Calvin Ridley, who was one of our favorites to get do real good. He had 5 catches, but then they also look like hell, the Falcons. So
they looked really bad.
Allen Robinson, 6 catches, 35 yards. He really surprised me because I thought he was going to have... He always does really good no matter which quarterback is.
But also...
But he had 11 targets.
Jalen Ramsey was out for vengeance.
And 11 targets, so
he was
not too big scare. I'm not scared on any of the 3 guys on the top there. Julio, though, does scare me.
Julio had big drops. I watched the full game with Nick yesterday, and Julio had a bunch of really big drops. I think all 3 of the ones it says he has 3 receptions and 6 targets. I think the other 3 were drops.
He literally has the same stat line as Mike Evans, who's right below him.
Yeah,
and
he has a touchdown.
Scared me a lot this year.
He had a touchdown he dropped. He had like a 20-yard little fucking fade he dropped. I don't know. Julio scares me too. Mike Evans scares the shit out of me.
Both of those two scare me, and their offenses are just really good.
To think that Brady threw it 50 times and only looked at Mike Evans 6.
Yeah, and he had most of his scores most of his fantasy score comes from touchdowns, and he wasn't able to find the end zone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, both of them scare me just because of those things of I'd rather have a consistent player, and Tyler Lockett's, they're more like a Tyler Lockett where I don't know, Mike Evans might get 2 touchdowns next game, but do I have the confidence to start him because he might get 3 catches?
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, last year, remember he had those games where it's 1 catch, 1 yard, 1 touchdown, 2 catches, 3 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. That's like,
and I think Julio might be that same way this year, and he's always been, that kind of, he catches a lot of balls and he doesn't get any touchdowns, so he usually stays relevant in the game. But I think this year he's going to be touchdown relevant, and he's not going to get enough catches because of Brown.
Yeah.
So I'm
scared
for that.
AJ Brown. Tannehill looked at AJ Brown a lot. Also, Tannehill couldn't stand his fucking feet the whole time. Chandler Jones 5 sacks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was getting
3 in the first quarter. He was getting fucked up. J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones, 2 old men that are out here causing havoc. Let's go to the tight ends. Gronk, number 1 tight end this week, 29 points, 8 receptions, 90 yards, 2 tuds, 8 targets. And didn't you fuck somebody?
Yeah, so we didn't mention it last pod because I'm retarded. But we are doing like a DraftKings every week where you just pick your roster and submit it for $10. And my dad's friend, I'm trying to have, he's asking me questions because he's joining it. And I'm trying to help him make a roster. And he's like, I don't have enough money. What do I do? I was like, you got to start dropping people. He's like, well, who should I drop? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe try dropping Gronk and get someone cheaper that might score more. And he ended up taking last place. So I think Gronk would have scored like half of his team's points.
Oh, shit. That sucks.
So yeah, I'm surprised. But like, I'm really not. I guess at the same time he showed out in the Super Bowl, but he just like Mike Evans. I'm really happy with Godwin and Brown starting them every week, but I'm not going to be happy starting Gronk. Or not happy, not confident starting Mike Evans and Gronk every week.
Yeah, so we got Gronk at number 1, and then TJ Hawkinson had a bunch of hype coming into the season. He is the number 1 receiver on that team. 25.7 points, 8 receptions, 97 yards, a touchdown on 10 targets. So Goff likes him some Hawkins sauce. Kelsey, of course you're going to see Kelsey up here in the top 3. Wouldn't be surprised to see Darren Waller here after tonight. That's just where these type of guys belong at.
Hopefully not too high on that.
Hopefully not too fucking high. I'll lose 2 leagues. But and then Jawan Johnson, he's one of those guys like a Tonian last year, where big touchdown. So he had 3 receptions, 21 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 targets. So 17.1 points. Dallas Goedert, 4 receptions, 42 yards, a touchdown on 5 targets. So those are our top 5 for the tight ends. We have 2 honorable mentions. Noah Fant, he had 6 receptions, 62 yards, 8 targets. Jerry Jeudy went down. It seemed like a pretty bad injury, but I guess they said it's just a high ankle sprain. Yeah. But we'll see. You know how those go.
That is boneless.
Yeah, I thought I thought he broke his goddamn hip, bro. It looked disgusting. Logan Thomas, 12 points, 3 receptions, 30 yards, and a touchdown on 3 targets. Our tight end busts this week, George Kittle, 9.8 points, 4 receptions, 78 yards, 5 targets. So hopefully no one went double tight end. know there's a couple of you out there that grabbed Kittle and Waller.
Nate's at the Bears game tonight, needing like probably 50 from Waller because he went Waller Kittle first 2 picks.
And then Kyle Pitts, 7.1 points, 4 receptions, 31 yards on 8 targets. That whole Atlanta Falcons team looked very terrible. I don't know if I'd look into this too far just yet. Maybe give them a couple weeks. If this continues, then we have a problem.
In our dynasty, I started him over T.J. Hawkinson. I started Hawkinson every other league, but I was like, we'll start Pitts.
Yeah.
But my
and
team
then
killed it, so
my boy Gesicki, nothing. He had 0 points.
It's his,
I'm very sorry.
all-star quarterback.
Yeah, the best quarterback in the league, bitch.
Oh.
And then
Another bust was Tonyan. I don't think he did good this week.
no, he didn't.
Yeah.
I was gonna put him on there, but yeah. But
Another
I was like,
bust that
I'm tired of fucking giving. I'm tired of yelling at Packer fans. I'm sorry, Packer fans. You guys had a rough day yesterday.
Ayuk, he was a big bust.
Ayuk, was he?
He didn't. He was like, I want to say 30. No, like 40.
40?
Like 46 overall ADP, and he didn't even catch the ball. He didn't really play much at all either. And in Survivor, I thought he was going to screw me over. I started him.
No way. That sucks.
And he was drafted pretty high, like way higher than he should have. And I even drafted him way higher than I probably should have.
And then we just have a few of the top defenses. Cards are the number 1 defense this week versus the Titans. 5 sacks at 17 points. Saints versus Green Bay, 14 points. Steelers stuffed the Bills with a little upset, 13 points. Panthers, 11 points. And the Eagles with 9 points. And then we also have the kickers to round out. Joey Sly, 14 points. Robbie Gould, 13. Matt Gay, 12. Chris Boswell, 12. And Tyler Bass, 11. So nothing too crazy from the kickers this week. We don't have those crazy numbers. 14's a good number, but I know we've seen like 20 in the mid-20s on some weeks last season.
I only have one of those kickers in all 6 of my leagues.
I have Matt Gay.
I have Bass in one league.
I have Matt Gay.
Let's see. My boy Young Goku he only gave me 6.
Atlanta, baby.
Alright, what do I got? Injuries next?
Injuries.
Alright, we already started the season. Whoa. We already started the season with some injuries. We got Mostert. He went down with his knee. He's on, I think they replaced him on IR, but he's going to be out 8 weeks.
And Sermon didn't even
he was a healthy scratch.
He was a healthy scratch.
And the 6th round pick, Elijah
Mitchell?
Yep.
Elijah
Mitchell was
looks like the
took
number
over
1
as a
running
starter
back.
right after that, and I don't know. They said that it happened like in the last I was watching Fantasy Focus, and they said that jump happened in the last week and a half.
Damn, really?
Which I don't know how the fuck that happens, but yeah, he won that starting role kind of in the last week and a half. They said, Ryan Fitzpatrick. I had big hopes on everybody on that fucking team.
Everybody had it, but
but
Haneke time. What's it? Haneke
or something.
Haneke.
He did against Tampa Bay last year. I don't know.
He did play very good. That's what I'm saying.
Antonio Gibson, he didn't share that backfield really at all, and I was kind of surprised. Like I thought J.D. McKissick was still going to catch his balls, but he didn't catch any. So I think he is one of the feel the strongest about, because I felt real strong on McLaurin and Thomas, and I think that dropped a little. And I still have high hopes because I think they're both really good. Because McLaurin did good last year without any good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They're just not as high. McLaurin was going off top 15 receiver. So hopefully this guy can sling the ball.
Yeah.
He ran the ball for like 70 or 80 yards. So that's a threat that.
Yeah, exactly.
But Ryan Fitz, he might not have been fast, but he didn't give a damn. If he would have thrown his back out to get 6 extra yards.
Put his fucking head down, bro.
Yeah, so what else we have? Zach Martin, he's back from COVID, so that hopefully is going to maybe make Zeke a little bit better this week. But they did lose a different lineman this week for performance enhancers. The Cowboys.
Oh yeah, La'el Collins.
And then they also lost Michael Gallup to IR.
So that just even more on the CD and Cooper fucking train, bro.
And
Zeke.
I think that entitles Tony Pollard to some more time. He might catch a few more balls now. He was used a lot more than I expected.
Yeah.
He outperformed Zeke.
He did?
Jamison Crowder, he has a chance to play this week off of COVID. I don't know how fantasy relevant he is, but he seems like he's always was up there last year. And I think it's more of a play on how much he affects Corey Davis than how much he's actually good himself.
Yeah, that's true.
Because no way Corey Davis keeps 50% with Crowder in the lineup.
I don't think so either, but that's Zach Wilson's safety blanket, and as a rookie, you need those fucking safety blankets. So.
And then this next guy, I don't even know why I'm fucking talking about him, but he seems to be fantasy relevant, even though I don't even know how many yards he has in the NFL, but Rashad Penny.
He's hurt every year.
Yeah, so I don't know why.
He's literally broken, bro. He's always broken.
And it just said something with his calf. He's out a few weeks.
And
I know some people drafted him. That's the only reason I brought it up. But
yeah.
I don't know. He's always been hurt. And then Jared Judy, high ankle sprain, and I guess that is very. I think that's what Michael Thomas had.
That's what Michael Thomas had.
It's very. Hey, it could be 3 weeks. It could be, a year later. Like we're still dealing with Michael Thomas. So.
And that's what happened to Preston Wilson.
So Sutton,
Williams.
he could have been on our bust list. Sutton had a shit week. Sutton had 1 or 2 catches.
Sutton?
Yeah, so he's hopefully going to get
Didn't
some more
someone
catches.
ask about Sutton to start Sutton over someone?
Last week. So Sutton and Fant, they should
get an increase depending on how the fuck that team plays. I just don't know that team. But you know who did Teddy Two Gloves did not look bad, bro.
He's on my waiver wire list. Which
Yeah.
we'll talk next. Quarterbacks. Teddy Bridgewater is only owned in 4% of leagues.
Damn.
But he had 20 points. And I think you could, plug and play if you don't have a quarterback right now and you need someone to.
There is, some people will do that stream quarterbacks. It's not a bad.
There's a lot I think out there right now. Sam Darnold, Tyrod Taylor, on a good week.
Yeah.
They all had good weeks this week, and they're all owned in less than 6% of leagues. Fields, he's owned in 49% of leagues, which is kind of high, but if he's out there,
yeah, exactly.
he's going to be used
a
to
stash.
run the ball.
Yeah, he's literally using red
so
zone.
if he takes over that,
he's using fucking red zone. They let Red Dalton fucking get him down the field, and then Justin Fields, let's throw a touchdown and run for one.
If he's gonna be that starter, he's gonna get a lot of points.
Taysom Hill
on his
vibes.
legs. Yeah, so I would pick him up. If you can afford to stash him. Running backs, Elijah Mitchell, we already talked about. He was owned in 0.7 leagues. I don't know who the hell told those guys to pick him up, but shout out to y'all. He had 16 points this week, so you don't have to. He's gonna be the number one claim, I'm assuming.
I'm assuming he's gonna be because he's a number one. He's gonna be a starting
because he's
running
available
back.
in 99% of leagues. So
He'll be a starting running back this week. So
he's gonna be the main.
make
claim.
sure your waiver claims are in, big dogs.
Followed shortly. I want to say Mark Ingram might be the second most.
Mark Ingram, bro, he's the number one running back.
He had 26 carries.
I
have no idea how that happened.
And I meant to put him on my honorable mention list.
I don't see him.
But I figured we were going to talk about him.
Being able to keep that up all year because his knees or something's gonna break.
But he doesn't have to because he has David Johnson.
Yeah, I know he doesn't have to. I just don't see him getting that workload every week. But that team surprised me, and I would have put
but
a
also,
pick up in him if you need a running back.
Also, they played the fucking Jags.
Yeah, but true.
Give it a week or two.
But still, just getting 26 rushes.
Yeah.
Hasty from the 49ers. He's owned. He played a few weeks last year. But it's gonna be his backfield, I think, behind Mitchell, because
you don't think Sermon gets any love?
He gets some, but he didn't have love to be active.
That's true. I can't believe they didn't fucking activate him. He must not been playing good.
And then I wrote something else. Gainwell. I was like, I wrote something else. I can't even tell you what the name is. Gainwell is a running back I would just stash for. If you have Sanders, I think he's actually. I don't know if he's been talked about much as. Brian Scott was usually talked about as his handcuff.
Yeah.
But he came in, scored a touchdown. He had 12 points. What else? Receivers, I was really surprised. Justin Jefferson had him in the league. He did all right. He had like 10 points. Not too great. But some guy named KJ Osborne. No idea who the fuck that guy is. But he had 7 catches on 9 targets. He's owned in somehow 0.1% of leagues. But
just his family members.
He was more of he's owned by him, his daughter, his wife. And not somebody I'm picking up, but someone I'm gonna watch just because.
Yeah, keep an eye on it.
To give somebody, and I think he's a rookie.
Keep an eye on it.
Aguilar.
Aguilar
found the end zone a lot last year in Oakland. Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
But he had 18-3 this week. Zach Pascal, he showed up as the main guy, I guess.
Colts?
Yeah, in Indy, he had 20.3, and then Shepard, we already talked about. He also had 7 catches on 9 targets. And Shepard, Zach, and Aguilar I'd be picking up, and the other dude is more of a hey, put that little interested in.
If you have you have an extra roster spot, deep league.
And then tight ends, your boy Gerald Everett. I know you liked him. 10% of leagues is only how much he's owned it.
Why the fuck did I like Gerald Everett?
I don't know. You said you liked him. I thought last week.
Oh, I did. Wait, who's he waiting for?
Oh, never mind.
Not me.
He didn't like him. I was trying to give him some credit. But he's tight end. That was for the Rams, and he plays for the Seahawks.
Oh yes, I did like him. I'm sorry, guys.
But he got a touchdown, and Seattle usually always has like Will Dissly or whoever.
Yeah, they're the most random fucking tight ends.
And then Juwan Johnson from New Orleans. I know they like that other guy, Trotman or something.
But Jameis gonna be chucking the ball, bro.
Jared Cook, still fantasy relevant, I guess. 22% of leagues, but he had 10 points. Had like 4 or 5 catches.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so those are the waiver wire pickups for the week, but not too many big standouts, I guess. Mostly just
it's week
Elijah
1.
Mitchell, Mark Ingram.
Yeah, week 1, nothing crazy. We're going into questions.
Yes.
So I have 2 questions. Let's start with this one. What the hell happened to the Bills' offense and play calling week 1, and will their offense pick it up in week 2?
I started watching the game like fully when they started in like the second half. So like when they had like a little surge at the end, but I don't know. I don't think it's anything. Steelers have a good defense.
Steelers have a really good defense.
So I don't think it's anything to worry about.
They play, and then it's a divisional game. They play in Miami this week, so.
But yeah, I'm not worried about anything on fantasy wise or the season wise.
It's the Bills are supposed to be the best team in the AFC or one of the top dogs in the AFC. So I don't know if I would really freak out on them just yet. This week's probably going to be another grind. Just divisional matchups. That's just how they are.
Who do you play this week?
Miami.
Start everybody else.
Yeah, start everybody. Fucking idiots.
They let fucking Harris kick their ass.
Yeah, if you have a running back, start him. Because they can't stop a fucking run. With dink and dunked, fucking Mac Jones dink and dunker all the way fucking down the field. He didn't look bad. I that's what I'm saying. He looks good. All 3 of the rookie quarterbacks that started this week looked really good.
I kind of like everyone in New England too.
I fucking hate New England. I have no respect for anyone.
Myers. I don't know how the tight ends did. I didn't really look at the tight ends.
They didn't play well.
No.
They had like 3 catches.
But James White, he still gets his 10 points a game.
Exactly. Fantasy overreactions and overreactions to avoid from week 1. So we kind of went through it during the pod. We're saying not to overreact just yet. Maybe if you find somebody out there with like a Zeke or a Saquon, you might be able to go and trade, maybe get something cheap for it. I don't think anybody's gonna do that for you just yet, but if you're that type of player who's into making trades, go check out the guys who kind of played shitty this week. Some people might be down on them and be looking to move them right away.
For the majority of the players that played shitty, like Julio, Mike, I don't know if I'm trading anybody. Zeke, I'm not trading anybody. If I have them, I'm not trading them away. I'm going to be cautious, and if I have enough players and not start them like in a dynasty league or something, I might not have to. But you might be able to trade low on a lot of guys after week 1. So I think it's more of an opportunity for you to get people that are overreacting.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, we said to drop fucking Cooks last year. So
yeah, exactly. And Cooks still had a really good fucking season.
I think it's more of if you took them on late in their draft, you could drop them. But if they're mid to high draft, always stick through it. And if there's someone that you liked and you couldn't draft and they had a shitty week, go out and try to get them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people overreact. So, hey, you wanted Mike Evans or you wanted Julio Jones. It's easier to get them now than it wasn't.
Yeah, definitely. Especially after they put up some bad numbers. It's something to take a look at. So that's probably where we're at. I don't really have much for week 1.
If you have a second, just cut them.
We have a lot of bullshit that's fucking out of this idiot's mouth. But
that's where we had stuff on Twitter.
No, we had questions on Twitter. These are questions that were sent to my Snapchat.
I thought you said we're done. I swear we had a few.
No, those are what I had on Twitter or on my Snapchat. Are you pulling up the Twitter?
No.
Cool, I'll pull it up, I guess.
You got a fucking computer right in front of you.
Yeah, bitch. Well, you do too. So I got them right here.
Okay.
There's only a couple questions. Westfall. I think it was one question.
Not Mark. Oh no, yeah, it was only one question.
Yeah, it was only one question. It was a dumb question from Westfall.
What is it?
Kenyon Drake to not play or get ejected first play?
Oh, that's not a question either.
That's not a question. It's just being an idiot.
Oh, he was just. Well, that's what he needs to win.
Oh, that's what he needs to win? Oh, yeah, jackass.
Yeah, because that's what Marcus needs. 30 from Waller, and he needs him to get ejected.
Yeah, bro. So there's no questions. We do want to start running these on Twitch very soon. Maybe next week. We'll see. Oh, no, I can't next week. I'll be out of town.
Next week we are going to do it on Zoom or something.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a Zoom. I'm going to call in. I don't know. We'll figure something out. For next
DraftKings, we're going to do DraftKings every week.
We'll have DraftKings again this week.
It's $10 to get in. Last week we only had 10, but we didn't mention it on the pod because I kind of forgot. So hopefully this week we get like around 20.
Yeah. But I think this is probably going to be about the time limit for the pods. It's about 40-some minutes. So hopefully this is good. If you guys are here still, please like, subscribe, comment below, ask us questions, turn the little bell on so you know when we post. We will have this up ASAP. And good luck to everybody who has players playing tonight in the Ravens-Raider game. Hopefully they ball out for you guys and help you win. Or hopefully those guys suck enough for you to win your league as well. So we appreciate all you guys. This is the Born Losers Pod, episode 2.
Peace.
We out of here.